Hello, friends. Welcome to Yoga and Movement with Maud. My name is Maud, and today it is a pleasure for me to welcome you to your Yoga for Arthritis or achy or inflamed joints. I actually have a video out there for arthritis and achy joints, and this one is more of a part two. It's not really a progression. And what that means is this is not a more advanced version or a more experienced version. This is just a different practice. So just make sure after you take this class that you go ahead and search for that one as well so that you have a variation of classes. Now, as you know, arthritis is an inflammation of the joints. However, even if you don't have arthritis and you have a condition, whether it's autoimmune or something else going on, that's causing your joints to stiffen and to be inflamed, causing pain and some stiffness and rigidity, this is the class for you. Studies have shown that doing yoga 2 to 3 times a week can actually help reduce the severity of the symptoms that you are feeling that's really attacking your joints. So, whatever you're feeling today, just honor that. We are going to move slow and mindfully, and we are always going to use the breath as a tool to get to that gentle place. Okay? So, as you can see, I have an armless chair. This armless chair basically is perfect for me because I can put my feet down on the ground. And so, you out there at home or wherever you are, if you can find a seat that actually can make your feet just be planted on the ground and on the floor and without forcing anything, go ahead and do that so that you can also just focus on movement in the upper body. If you don't have a seat like mine, go ahead and grab either a thick pillow like I have or a bolster, something big, or yoga blocks or a thick book so that you can just put them on the ground or on the floor and you can just place your feet on top of them. That way you can just be relaxed and focus on the movement. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and start. And I will say for this class, we're actually going to start from the top to the bottom. Again, moving gently and mindfully. So, we are going to start with the breath. Otherwise, this will not be called yoga, right? Again, feet flat on the floor, hands relaxed on your lap. And I'm always a fan of flipping your palms up. So, it's really forcing your fingers to just rest. Lean back towards your chair, but keep your spine long, keeping your chest open and your shoulders relaxed. And if it's comfortable to you, close your eyes. And if that's not comfortable at all, just keep your eyelids heavy and keep your gaze low. Just focusing on being physically present here for now. Your bums are on that seat. You're leaning towards your chair. Your facial muscles are relaxed and you want to be here. There are no accidents, right? We have made a decision to spend the next 18 to 20 minutes with each other. And so make peace with that and be fine with that. Trying not to think about what's coming next or how your day has passed. Just be in the moment and be in the present moment. Now let's change the breath now that we've spent a few moments here. Inhale through your nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Inhale through your nose. Inflate your rib cage, your belly. Exhale, sigh, and let it go. Inhale through mouth. Inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. Eyes closed, gaze low. Inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. keep inhaling through the nose. And as you exhale, see if you can exhale through the nose as well, or softly out through the mouth. Inhaling in. Exhaling out through nose or softly through the mouth, up to you. Do that breath cycle for a few more times. And if you really like the feeling of relief that you feel with every exhale, you can even press pause on the video and breathe like this for as long as you want. Making sure when you take a breath in, you are inflating your entire rib cage like a balloon, and that means your lungs are expanding. And when you exhale, you just feel a letting go, a release of some tension, and you come back to home base. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Beautiful. Now blink your eyes to open if they were closed. And as promised, we're going to start from the top to the bottom. So I always tell my students who have arthritis or inflamed joints to name a joint and then move that joint gently, especially first thing in the morning. So the jaw is a joint, so let's move it. Pretend like you have an imaginary chewing gum in your mouth, and so you just open and close your mouth. Open and close. Ah. Open, close. Just opening the mouth and closing it. And then moving your jaw around if that is not too painful. Like I said, an imaginary chewing gum is inside. And so just kind of moving your jaw a little bit up and down or to the left and right. And do that for a few more seconds. Locked jaw is very common, for those of us who live very stressful lives. And so moving the jaw actually helps release any tension in the facial muscles. Moving the joints actually helps release any tension in the facial muscles. 3, 2, 1. Now let's move our neck. The neck is a joint. Slowly rotate your neck towards your left and come back to center. Let's go back to the left side again, moving it to the left and then back to center. Let's move it to the right. Exhale to move and inhale back to center. Exhale to move to your right and inhale back to center. Now let's drop our left ear towards your left shoulder ever so gently and come back to center. Feel free to move at a pace that makes sense to you. This is your practice. And if at any point you find any of my movements too fast, then go ahead and pause and move at your own pace and move as slow as you need to. One more. And let's go the other way. Dropping right ear to right shoulder. And inhale back to center. Exhaling to drop. And then back to center. Moving again. Back to center. Always intentional and always mindful. Now let's tuck our chin towards our chest. So slowly look down and then look up. And this could be a lot for you. And so please honor your experience in just looking up and down, moving as slow as you need to, but being mindful that we're not forcing anything and there is absolutely no competition here. It's just you and me. And whoever's in the background with you, taking class with you, watching you do these moves, friendships and companionships like that go a long way. So you're pretty lucky. Come back to center. Now that's why we move the jaw, right? Because all these neck movements will feel pretty stiff still if the jaw is still locked like that. Now let's move our shoulders. Let's start with our left shoulder, just rolling it up, back, down, and forward. And you can even let the arm hang to the side if you want, or you can keep your fingers slightly grazing your thighs, and see if you can make this movement just as big and as yummy as possible. And then let's go the other direction, going back, up, forward, and down, and still focusing on that left shoulder. 2 more circles. No judgment here. Do not analyze this stiffness. Just go with it. You're doing something good with it. And then back to center. Now let's do the right shoulder. Up, back, down, and forward. Now, these are repetitive movements. And while some folks may think, oh, this is boring or monotonous, repetition is actually very good. Let's go the other direction. Back, up, forward, and down. Like I said, repetition is actually good because we want to keep our joints lubricated, the synovial fluid in those joints. And the only way to keep them moist and fluid is to keep moving. So this repetition is really good. Nice job. And now we'll move down from our elbows to our wrists. And so just have your hands rest on your thighs like this and tap your fingers towards your shoulders, bending the elbows. Let's start with our left and down, and then our right and down. Our left side and down, our right side and down. Just moving really gently. And like I said, our focus right here is our elbows, right? So just bending and extending them so we don't encourage stiffness in there. One more time. Just tap or just go as far as you can. Very nice. Okay, now let's make our wrists move in circles, just freeform circles like this, and just let your fingers sort of hang out like that and just go with the motion. You can stay right here, like I did in my first video, or keep moving your wrists and making circles while lifting your arms up. As you can observe, my movements are very slow, intentional, and there's nothing quick-paced about this practice at all. So let the arms go up, a little bit of lift in those shoulders, and then see if you can just stay as high as you can. If this is already high enough for you, then just stay there, honor that, and enjoy that. Otherwise, keep lifting your arms as long as it's not taxing your shoulders too much. Keep making circles. And if you've already rotated the other way, that's fine. Beautiful. Nice job. All right. Now, lift your right arm up like here, and then spread your fingers the best you can. I call these Iron Man hands. Now, let the fingers of your other hand help stretch your fingers out. Now, this may be a lot for you. Maybe this is a lot for you, and you can't really open your palms out like that. You're doing well. You just want to kind of go as far as you can go without forcing anything too much and without holding the breath. So keep breathing. Release the fingers, and this time dangle the fingers down and have the palm of the other hand sort of help press it down. Just extending and flexing the wrist while at the same time giving some TLC to the fingers, right, and stretching them. Nice. Come back to center. And now Ironman hands on your left arm or your left side. And you can even have the fingers of the other hand help stretch the palms. You can feel this in the forearms. This is not the most comfortable feeling, but like I said, honor where you are before you point the fingers down, and the palm of the other hand is helping that wrist. Please breathe, my friends. Do not forget about that. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Come to center. Now we're just going to open and close our palms. So rest the back of the palms on your thighs and just open and close. When you open, make sure that you stretch them, and then when you close, you make a fist. But do not spend a lot of time making a fist because this causes a bit of rigidity. So we want to spend more time opening, maybe spend a breath or two there, and then closing. Longer on the opening of the fingers, spreading those palms, and then closing. Let's do that 2 more times. And like I said, you can always pause my videos and you can always do your own thing. Here we go. Nice job. If you can shake the fingers, shake your wrists and your elbows. If you would rather not do this, just make sure that you get a bit of neutral movement in the middle. So maybe shoulder rolls or the wrist circles that we did before we pay attention to the lower body. All right, now we're going to target our feet, our knees, and then our hips. So let's start here with our left foot. I want you to lift your toes off of the mat, plant the foot down, and then lift your heels. Nothing quick about this. Pay attention. Lift the toes up, plant it down, and then lift the heels up and plant it down. Now let's do over the right side. Spreading the toes as you lift them. Plant it down and then lift your heels up. Now you can lean back against your chair. You can lean forward a little bit, whatever makes you feel good and whatever makes you focus on your lower extremity or your lower body. And down. Now we're going to do it at the same time. Both feet, lift the toes. Plant them down and then lift the heels. Plant them down, lift the toes, plant them, and then lift the heels, and plant them. Nice job. All right, for this next one, I want you to hold onto your left thigh with both hands, and we're going to bend and flex your knees. So slowly lift the left leg up, and then just place the left foot down. You don't need to go super high. Go as high as you can, even if it's higher than mine. Do that. Our focus is to battle any stiffness that's building up in the knees. So definitely very important because, you know, we walk and we feel stiffness and pain in our knee joint, and that is just never fun. My grandmother went through some arthritis and my mother as well, and so I kind of just watched their experience, and it's just not fun not being able to walk because of some rigidity that you're feeling. So we're doing something good right now. Now let's go over to the left side. Inhale. Sorry, the right side, your right. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, always with the breath. And exhale, go as high as you can, as high as you need to, not as high as me. And also try not to match what I'm doing to the exact 100% because we're two different people. We have different types of bodies. We have different ranges of motion. And so honor where you are and stay in a pose for as long as you want to. Nice job. All right. Now we're going to flex our hips. So I want you to move a little closer towards the edge of your seat. You can move anything out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to open and close this hip. So we'll start with the left side. So you can either lift the foot or slide the foot to the left, opening that hip, and come to the middle. Do that about 2 more times or 3 more times. Like I said, hit pause, do it 10 more times, whatever feels good. I'm merely facilitating a type of movement that may be good for you. and that you can use in the future. Nice job. Now let's do the right side. Inhale as you open. And like I said, you can even lift and not slide if you want to. X. Nice. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. One more time. Inhale to open. And then exhale to close. Now we're going to flex our hip up and down. So if you need help, hands will be on the left side of the left thigh and on the sides of the thigh if you need to. So lean back a little bit and just lift this left foot up and lower it down, lifting it up, lowering it down, lifting it up, and lowering it down. Let's do it on the right side. Hands on the side of the thighs. If it needs any help, lean back, breathe in to go up, and breathe out to lower. 2 more times. Slowly lower. 1 more time. Beautiful, and lower. Nice job. Now I want you to make a circle with your arms and doing the best you can, lift the arms up. At some point, the hands can be together in the chest. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, circle the arms. And with a smile in your face, hands on your chest, closing the eyes for a moment, honoring the breath, honoring the energy that you feel right now and all the movement and love that we've given to our joints. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and exhale it out. One more time. Inhale in. And exhale. With a smile on your face, just blink your eyes to open. Thank you so much for showing up today and doing a lot of good and giving a lot of love to your body, especially your joints and your breath. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be making more classes in the future like this. Like I said, I already have a class for arthritis and achy joints or inflamed joints. So go ahead and bookmark that so you don't forget. Just a little bit of different type of movement for each class, adding a bit of variation each time. And so thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time, take care. Bye.